What's up, Pumpkin? I'm giving you a very special episode as I'm updating you throughout the day. I mean, pDAI here on my screen is 3.3 cents. That is beautiful to see. How far away to $1 price? It's about a 31x today. Man, I can't believe it. I was talking about it when it was 2000x. Here we are today, 3.3 cents. And boy, oh boy, friends, as well, there was a plus 54% move in erection hex, which is the last remaining source of protein on the Ethereum chain. This is the eHEX pulse ratio showing you that it's not dead. However, I would not be surprised if, as pulse goes up, this eHEX pulse ratio has to come back and stab it one more time. Basically, BankX maybe diminishing the rally. I wouldn't be surprised. And then, yeah, that would be as free money can get. Actually, friends, I'm trying to manifest it. I want it. That's the last one. That's the last one. I don't want them to go up together. But there's some nice juicy action happening up here. So it's beautiful. There's opportunity everywhere. The core coins are moving up. Everything's moving up. So as you can see, friends, it's green across the board. There's a bit of red in the pHEX. Why? Because it's a bit of eHEX rotation, but it's fine. Now, friends, I've been watching a lot of videos out there from everyone out there in the crypto industry. Everyone's a bit concerned about, the bull markets. It's moving along now, and we're running out of time, really. But in the final piece of the move, the biggest rush comes in, friends. Here we have others BTC, as I've been updating you for. Alt season doesn't start until this pretty much flips green. Look, you don't know that it's going to finish after that point, but when it starts, there's 100 days. Okay, that's what's happened twice before. I don't know if that's going to happen again. We'll see. Just some quick information for you as well, friends. Some of you, shout out to Elena as well. A couple of you in Telegram have been holding ATROPA. So everyone's scared because pDAI is leading, yeah, and everyone's saying, well, does that mean ATROPA is going to lag or do anything? No. I'll show you the ATROPA to pDAI ratio. It's very thick. You see that? Look at that. That's barely moving for this is like a year and a half, pretty much. You see that's just gone nowhere. Why? So what happened, friends? Well, Maria, friends, did a very generous thing for the crypto community, PulseChain. Maria he figured out what Richard was doing. Now, we don't know if Richard spoke to him or maybe Richard whispered from a god and did something to him. Maria, he figured out, he's going to try peg this pDAI thing to $1. So what did he do? He bought 3 billion of the 10 billion. He bought 3 billion pDAI. And he bonded it to ATROPA and he burned away the pDAI. Now, technically, friends, it's not a true burn, okay? If he really wants to, people who sell ATROPA, they have to sell the pDAI to get to it, to be able to sell it, okay? So, you drag it down with ATROPA, but it's a good symbiotic thing to know that instead of somebody looking for a big cash out payday, that everything is working symbiotic together, pretty much. There's synergy here. That's what you want. You want somebody who's on the side of everything to happen. Also, the ATROPA dev, friends, but Maria as well bought up a lot of eHEX. So he was buying eHEX at the low. And he also believed in the pegging. So he's ahead of stuff. It's kind of he's like Richard's almost second-hand man, okay? So I want to explain the story here for you. That's why. So you got nothing to worry about when it comes to this. Also, I don't know. Just, it's crypto, friends. But just showing, let's play some pump music just to keep it cranking. Let's keep it cranking here. Spoony! Get him, Spoony! No one here is going to stop the rally, friends. Now, as you saw earlier, friends, HEX from Ethereum up 50%. We have 53 new holders today. There's going to be more pumps coming, more new holders appearing. Man, it's beautiful because now eHEX, friends, is 100x to the top, 100x to 55 cents. That's beautiful. And it's almost 200x to $1. I wonder if we can get it. There's been a lot of background bonding. I've been showing so much messages for you. Also want to give you a special update while we're seeing that, friends. Look at this amazing graph on the right-hand side. You see that? You see this spike? That is Uniswap volume. There has been an increased activity in Coinbase. So out of nowhere. So pretty much what's happened is, friends, I've told you, right? Remember Richard Hart wasn't to make a wallet? Okay, well, Phantom Wallet, Phantom Wallet, friends, is the real reason why Solana had adoption. A big part of it, okay? And so, friends, of course, friends, there's a lot of activity and stuff. They did a lot of right things, but I'm just showing you that the biggest contributing factor to them was the ease of use, the user experience for that wallet, okay? Now, Phantom are now supporting Coinbase. So they're allowing bridging to Coinbase. And as soon as they did it, lo and behold, you have a spike up. And it makes sense, right? Because you're onboarding emotional money and they don't have much attention span. They just want to be able to click around and do stuff early. But also, you don't want them there at the start because that means there's no edge. You like what we have on PulseChain because it's harder to get to. That's why it's priced like a neo. It's priced like a celebrity meme coin, even though it's a neo religion. Why is it priced like that? Because it's so hard to get to, but it's worth it. It's worth going through that treacherous valley to get there, okay? So HEX from Ethereum is the last remaining source of protein on mainnet Ethereum, as we all know, friends. HEX is better Bitcoin, but mainnet Ethereum, if Phantom and all these other wallets start to just give it a better user experience, you're going to see a rotation back. And also, friends, I've been calling for that flash pump. Remember the flash pump of Ethereum, friends, still waiting for that to appear. And that includes either a 7 to 14-day period where, yeah, Ethereum's up 40%. If you go back in the past, based off what Ethereum's done today, we could see a 60% move. I just said 40, just, you know, because it's pretty wild to see. So where would that take us? Well, it's pretty much 3,500, but you don't really know, man. Where would 40, 50% take us? It would be like 4,800 or something. But yeah, you can start to see that things are starting to move on. And yeah, there's going to be a rotation back and we'll see how it plays out. Now, you got to remember, friends, pDAI, PulseChain, all of these, it all comes down to the bridge. Do you understand? So if you have no bridge, you are playing on testnet. Do you get it? You're playing on testnet with monopoly money. You need a bridge. You need people to sit in a bridge who is, for example, if you have one pDAI, you need to convince somebody else to give you an eDAI for your one pDAI. Okay, you can say it's $1, it doesn't matter. Okay, so say it to the cows come home, but you need somebody to be able to give you that dollar word. Now, we are betting on Richard Hart, okay, Greg the Duck, you're betting on him playing the PulseX yield farms, and I made this nice, cute, peppy picture here for you, friends. Look how cute and nice and all the vegetable fields out healthy. PulseX, here we are hanging out in the field with the pDAI. So PulseX is a small bucket, right? You're betting that Richard Hart is going to be able to get the ocean and get all the liquidity in. So, you know, he's going to open up all the yield farms. He's going to open up more farms. pDAI farms, it's all going to get linked, okay? All going to get linked and bonded. But just to let you know, you don't have infinite money, okay? So, friends, just please, I'm trying to warn you, okay? Remember the hexagons from 2021. They said HEX can't go down. They said it's mathematically designed to keep going up. Remember the t-shirt system, all this stuff. I'm trying to warn you now. Please be careful, all right? We're going up. Don't worry, we're going up. However, please be careful. Don't think this is infinite, okay? I've already seen some people out there saying, we can't have a bear market. I've heard that now. I've heard it in a video. All right. They said we can't have a bear market because Richard's going to have a pDAI stablecoin and he can keep buying up the tokens. You already know how crazy that sounds. You're like, oh, here we go. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear those words. I'll mute you my channel. I'll get you. I don't want to hear that. Okay. We can't have a bear market. I never want to hear that again. Okay. That is, yeah, you're a sitting duck. Okay. So no one is bigger than the cycle forces. And as well, you can't just print money out of thin air. You can make oracles and stuff say stuff, but you can't print purchasing power out of thin air. You can't. Eventually, the purchasing power does have its limits. But you're betting on in 2025, the purchasing power bridge gets bigger and bigger. That's what we're playing on. We're playing on the yield farming, the incentivization of the pegging. Peg's law, peg me. You're betting on Richard Hart putting it all together and doing the magic trick. But still, you need somebody to give you one eDAI for your one pDAI. Find that person out there. Where is it going to come from? Okay, there will be people. Okay, there will be people. Yes, but it's not infinite. Okay, no one's saying. So I'm not saying that there will never be a bridge. Of course, there's going to be a bridge. I'm just saying the bridge isn't going to be from here to the moon. Okay, it's going to be a certain size. That size will be the limit of how much you can move in and move out in terms of purchasing power. Also got to confirm some stuff, friends. So I don't know if it was Richard Hart or Herman. One of them sent like 200 million or 300 million pDAI to SENS Foundation. Now, when I said it, I think there was a correction here from a few people saying that it was the benevolent Herman. 300 million pDAI. Friends, also, so a lot of people asking, who's Herman? Friends, this is this story of PulseChain. I can't tell you how funny this is, okay? It is, the humor runs too deep. Herman is... Okay, Herman, he bought 1 billion pDAI. A billion, okay? He is the founder of Leonidas, the schizo meme coin ecosystem on PulseChain. Why are you write this story? The simulation writers, God, this is the craziest. Yes, man, that's it. It's kind of you've already got these like characters appearing already. This is wild. Like, honestly, friends, this is. I'm not joking, man. Do you remember like in 2021, friends? Everybody's watching Whales Only. Shout out to Whales Only. He had all the math models and everything out here, but friends, I want to help people. Okay, I don't care if people get offended. I'm just telling you. Okay, you hear it from me again. Okay, so be careful with pDAI infinite maxi thinking. Just be careful with that, okay? Because in 2021, we had infinite maxi thinking as well. Because we had the game theory of, Richard Hart and HEX and T-shares. But from their models, they called the inflation yield handout an income. And they just kept pricing up the models to the moon. The inflation yield handout is an expense, okay? This is exactly relevant for the minting of pDAI. You can't just mint infinitely of it. You're diluting the purchasing power. You're moving purchasing power around, okay? So yes, I'm praying there's going to be big pumps, okay? I'm praying every day there's going to be big pumps. It's going to be great. I'm just, nothing lasts forever. You already know that, dude. A monkey can tell you that. Your grandma can tell you that, okay? And your grandma's monkey can also tell you that too. Nothing lasts forever. You can't mint purchasing power out of thin air. You can make some ratios and stuff and incentivize people to do stuff, I guess, but the real test is going to come in a bear market. You all know that. So friends, I'm trying to look out for you. That's why I am the highest value content in crypto, okay? I'm trying to look out for you. I'm not just trying to be a voice of reason. I'm trying to be a voice of justice, okay? Listen to us. We just came out of a 3.5-year bear market. By the way, HEX is still down 95%. So like, we just feel like we're out of the bear market, but technically on the price, it's still down. Okay, yeah, we hope it keeps going up. And yes, peg to 10 cents, peg to 20 cents, peg to $1. Yes, we want that, but crypto is a long duration asset. You don't get to access your liquidity in the middle. Okay, 3.5 years is a long time. It is you all learned, and I learned it too. It's a freaking long time. And by the way, it's still not up yet. Okay, I'm trying to help you. Got some more bullish news though. Richard Hart donated $27 million to charity. Trump Vans, I am pleased to nominate Jim O'Neill as Deputy Secretary of Health next to Robert F. Kennedy. He served as the CEO of SENS. Now, he came, I think, before the donation, but they're aligned, friends, okay? They are aligned. Also, shout out to KDP. Richard didn't give 300 million pDAI to SENS. Herman did. So, yeah, friends, look, just all this on-chain stuff. Look, God bless you. Thank you so much. All these corrections, but just don't worry about the little tea leaves and stuff, So, just worry about the bigger picture. It increases the odds, friends, that we're destined for this double bubble alt season. I feel like we are. And look, man, pDAI at 3.3 cents, friends, Richard Hart's signature move. Look at these charts. Look at these charts. Look at these charts. HEX, pDAI, HEX, pDAI, HEX, pDAI. Do you get it now? Richard Hart's signature move. Drop at 9. Look at the red arrow. Red, drop 98%. Red, drop 99.94%. Look at the walk up of friendship. The step walk. 1, 2, 3 waves. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 waves. And then you have the green arrow up, and then the green arrow up. There you go. That's a slice up, actually, back to reverting the back to the move. Okay, so I believe it's Richard Hart's signature. If I'm wrong, we all go to 0. If I'm right, there's another 30x left in it to go to $1. Also, shout out to my baby doll friend, Mr. Non-Playable Character. I have this video out here just as a reminder, friends. Mr. NPC sold the bottom, and then I just did a quick 2x. And here I am just telling you the dangers. I don't care what the thing is, bro. You don't sell anything down 80%. HEX was down 98%. You can't, bro. You can't. It remembers. The market remembers, okay? It will slice up through things. You saw how fast Doge went up. It added like billions of market cap like that. I'm telling you, the market remembers, friends. There's a repetition of memory and stuff from people who used to feel comfortable owning a coin to get back in. I'm trying to help you. So there's a lot of exciting things happening, friends. If this is the way I see it, and yeah, I'll tweak my nipples for you as well. Okay, if Ethereum does the flash 40% pump, it will be more of a sign the 4-year cycle is like, friends, I've been telling you out here, man. Like, I mean, shout out to Mr. Corey as well, watching his stream. You guys, friends, I've shown you now, like, fading the 4-year cycle is the widow maker. And I've explained to you, so thank you, friends. I thank God for Mick Hovell and Raoul Powell. Okay? Raoul put Mick's presentation, his information, his secret alpha knowledge about the 4-year global liquidity cycle, he shared it with the world. All right. So I am so thankful for that, because now you know the truth. It's not to do with the halvening. It's the government debt rollover cycle. Okay. So the government, all the world governments died in 2008. Okay. Everything blew up. So now we print money to pay off a credit card. So basically you get another credit card. Okay. That printing money process, that stimulates our 4-year cycle. There you go. Okay. So, but they can't keep doing it forever. They print, it pays off the debt, people get a bit silly, and they have to wait to the next rollover period. That's our bear market. Okay. It's got nothing to do with like, oh, Michael Saylor's going to FOMO and this thing's going to happen. Okay. Have we fixed the debt? No, we haven't. Thank you very much. We're still going to have a 4-year cycle. We're probably going to be having this convo in another year from now. Let's pray we even make it to the end. I have a video here as well. Will PulseChain pump very hard at the end of the cycle? Yeah, friends, it does. It is possible that we have like maybe an interim pump, like a close friendship pump, which basically there's like the first, like a bit of a, you get like, it's, the girl comes out on the pole, she's still got her clothes on. You know what I mean? And where is she? I don't know. If she's dancing on a McDonald's counter. It's a family-friendly show. So you're getting a bit excited, but everyone's got their clothes on, right? It's not a bikini contest yet. That might be, this is Pulse, and I don't know anything, friends. I'm just drawing squiggly lines, bro. Maybe around here, and then everyone thinks, you know what? It ain't ever gonna work. And then maybe at the end, Richard does see us. Okay, and then something like that happens, right? That's like 100. But just that's what maybe happens, okay? Why is that? Because here's the thing, friends. Even if there's a bridge, there's an EDI and a pDAI bridge, okay? Richard still knows at the end of the cycle, after we've kind of topped out in Bitcoin and Ethereum, you have nothing else left to buy. And now everybody is the richest. So they come in with the most money. Okay, so if he wants to make the EDI, pDAI bridge as big as possible, yeah, the most amount of US dollars he can grab is at the end, technically. Okay, but you can't wait to the very end. Then we're just like, hey, man, I'm never going to trust this again. So, but there's going to be like a gliding up along the way. Probably the non-believers get shaken off the first one. And if I was to just go back in history, it might be like people selling their HEX, which is the better version of Bitcoin. It might be like people, I'll change to a 3-day chart, friends. It might be like people selling at around 5 to like 10 cents, okay? You see how it's doing the walk up of friendship where Richard's like, I want you to go to 10,000x, see this? And people are still selling around like 10 cents. But, you know, it doesn't look like it goes up much on this chart, but that's a huge distance, man. From like 10 to 50, that's another 10x up here, you know? Or even if you're getting in at an 8, that's another like 5x from here, 6x from here. So that might be what happens. That might be the big difference. Like you make your first, maybe make your first like 7x from here. Okay, sweet. And then if you hop off, you don't believe, okay, you miss out. And then people might be able to make another 7x from there. That's a possibility. But like I said, you watch my videos, friends, please, I'm trying to play for love of God. I'm trying to help you, okay? We're technically still, Richard Hart core coins, friends, we're still in a bear market. You know, we are down 70% from 3.5 years ago in July 2021, PulseChain sacrifice ratio. I'm just showing you, okay? That like, I know we're feeling all great, but let's just so you know, if you want to let yourself get drunk off the euphoria and go, oh, we're never going to have a bear market. Oh, this thing can never fail. Oh, we're all going to be billionaires and stuff. Like, once you let yourself, friends, once you start to drink that, all right, there's no coming back. And then people who think like with even some sort of rationality, they become the enemy. You know, they become the enemy. Because you're like, hey, bro, you've had like 4 drinks. If you're going to have another one, can you like wait 20 minutes? You know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, who invited the party pooper? You know what I mean? Like you just, that's what ends up happening, okay? And the crowd's voice gets louder and louder. So I'm just telling you from me, personal experience, okay? I will not be fighting the crowd to go, please listen, your family's going to hate you in 2 years. Your wife's going to leave you. I'm not going to be saying that, okay? As in like talking back and forth because I know what people will be yelling. They're going, get him, Spoonie. And I'm like, no, Spoonie will never turn on me. You understand? Spoonie's got my back. Don't you dare try to corrupt Spoonie. So you're going to live through it. It means prices are going up extreme. Also, last thing, friends, I feel like, friends, I know Judgment Day is coming. What's Judgment Day? It's when the new crowd come in, and I'm not bullish enough, and you're not bullish enough, and we're all not bullish enough because we're all old farts, because we're the old blood now. You know, they will come in and they'll make fun of you and they'll say you know what you're talking about, and it will be very aggressive. Okay, now you can't avoid them. And they'll out peacock you. You're gonna see people. They're gonna come in. They're just gonna throw like 350 grand into Richard Hart coins, and they're not even gonna blink. And you're like, bro, I thought it was a Ponzi like 300 days ago. I didn't even want to put in $80. That's what you're gonna be saying. You didn't even want to put in $80, and then people are rushing in. They're like, "I've got 300 grand. I heard this thing can go a quick 10x." You're going to see that, okay? Just know that their size that they do, it does not mean they believe harder, okay? So I will remind you next year, but not really, because they're all going to be yelling. So I've got to repeat you. If you put in $100 DCA buying HEX this year, you're a believer. Okay, these people put in $0, but you will be confused because next year they might be putting in like $750,000 taken out of their like Cardano and their Ethereum stack, and they borrowed some money and stuff. Okay, and they're gonna tell you that like you're the retardio because they're putting in 750K and they believe harder. Okay, so the size of the dollar amount they use, that's not measuring what a believer is. Okay, it's giving your blood in the bear market. Okay, so all these people though, they can snowball and it can be catastrophic for a blow off, which is exactly what we want. But I'm just trying to help you keep grounded, because you will come across people and friends are going to point at me like, what are you talking about? We can't do another 35x. What are you talking about, bro? You don't know anything, huh? When was the last time you tweaked your nipples? I say, I'll be tweaking them every single day for you. Every single green candle. God help us, by the way, if Tai Lopez gets releases a coin a bit too early, friends. I'm just telling you that, okay? So you have the groundwork here. I'm just trying to help you understand. There's a reason why the past 100 years of people in the stock market have said it's you against yourself, because the minds of the masses, you can't change them. You're talking to a brick wall. When the markets are down, everything's bad. When markets are up, everything's good. You can't fight it. There is no fighting it, okay? You get absorbed and drowned in it. Take profit along the way. Trim 1% of your portfolio every week. You don't have to ask me for taking profit, friends. If you even think about, hey, I want to ask Sommi in Telegram, should I take profit? If you're thinking, should I take profit? Do us all a favor. Just take like 20% off immediately. Just trim off 20. Trim off 20. Okay, 10 or 20. And then ask me, okay? Just the fact that you're thinking about it, it means you should. Okay, the fact you're thinking about it. Don't cheat everything. Just, you know what I mean? Because you live long enough to credit, most likely. But just do something like that, okay? And also, don't feel like, because friends, we're almost in 2025. Remember, friends, I've been literally, since 2022, I said 2025 is the selling year. It's literally the selling year. So you don't have to ask for permission to sell. Oh, man. I will be making warning videos, and I will be telling everyone, hey, I don't know if the bull market's topped. I've got no idea. I'm just instructing you now. Pay off that debt you have. Okay? Oh, you got rent for the next 6 months? Pay yourself, bro. Okay? Oh, you're a girl, you want some boobies done? Put it aside now. Oh, you want a holiday? Put it aside now. Okay? You will need to do that, friend. No one's going to come and remind you. It's even worse than I thought. I've gone back, friends. I've seen... I saw the thumbnails and I rewatched some videos of mainstream influencers from 2021 at the top. I promise to God, there's like one take some profit along the way video in like January. And then there was just nothing. Okay, there was nothing. Nothing. Literally nothing. Everyone was just lower. And then after they dropped 50 to 70%, okay, the gaslighting comes from them. They're scum. They're all, a lot of them, full-on scum. Okay? I would not trust them with a spoon in the kitchen. Okay? Full-on scum. They went from giving terrible advice. Okay, and it's a free world. Okay, you can't blame people. But they went from giving terrible advice to gaslighting their followers and friends and family. Saying, you should have taken profit. You should have known it was expensive. You should have known. And then you find out they were all getting token unlocks. They were all dumping the crap. You go back and check all their price targets. Their price targets are still like 35x higher. Oh, the thing's at $3 now. It should go to 100. The guy is dumping every single freaking unlock. Just lies, thieves, cheating, hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, all of the Gary Gensler, the Seaman Demon stuff. Everything he said, his friends. That's what we never told him. By the way, you were right. See ya. I'm just trying to help you, man. I'm just trying to help you, fans. So, hopefully something I've said in this video is stuck on you, because next year, friends, look, I don't have the energy to have these serious talks for long, okay? Next year, I'm going to have mod glasses. I'm going to be spinning this helicopter hat. And you want to know what I'll be doing, friends? I'm going to be rejecting interviews from all these mainstream channels because there's just going to be too many. They're like, how'd you know? How'd you know? How'd you know? I mean, what do you mean how I knew? I was tweaking my nipples every day. Where's my thank you, huh? Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.